Well, hey everybody, we're back. This is going to be day number 2 on the chicken coop build. It dawned on me that I didn't actually show you what the baby barn looked like. And well, here it is. That's the baby barn. We took loads of garbage out of here. Let's do a little circle around this thing. And you can see what, it's a basic plain baby barn that has kind of been taken over by the earth again. We're going to repurpose it yet again into a chicken coop and try to get a few more years out of it. I think that, honestly, I think that it could be there for another 10 years before it falls down. And when it falls down, I'm just going to light a match, to be honest with you. That's what we're going to do. Also, too, I forgot to show you the pen kind of dog kennel thing that we found on Amazon. That's pretty cool. So I'll show you a picture of that. And basically, we're going to put this right on the back of the building. We're going to pop a door in it that goes from the building to that pen so that the chickens can be turned out during the day and brought in at night. And we're going to operate a little wooden door on a pulley system. I think it's going to be really cool when it's done. So yeah, let's get to this. I'm going to change up my game plan a little bit. I'm going to run some power out to the barn, and I'm also going to bring some air out there so I can start using the air tools and some power tools and just see if I can speed up this build a little bit. I'd like to get it all framed in today and maybe start on the insulation, and I don't think that there's any reason why we can't get that done. It's such a small little project. We'd rather just get her done, and we're still waiting for that dog pen to come in, and as soon as that's here from Amazon, we'll be able to build that and put that on the back of the building. But I'd like to have the pen done before that arrives. So anyway, let's get right back to work here. I recently acquired a larger air system, a larger tank, a larger compressor, and I've got quite a number of hoses, and I just find it so convenient to run air anywhere on the property to do my work, and to have the compressor be in the garage where I can't hear it. I love that. Little bit muddy right now. Look out, Moose, coming through. Moosey boy. One of the things I want to do right away is figure out the lighting in here. So I'm going to put up a temporary light, and it's just that, it's temporary. I'm just going to wire it to an extension cord, an old extension cord that I had, just to get some light in here while I'm building, because this is growing increasingly more frustrating. So I want to make sure that A, I can see, and B, I start formulating a plan about where the permanent light's going to be and how it's going to function and all that other stuff. So I'm going to start there by putting in just a little tiny bit of electrical without getting too carried away. Okay, voila, we have lighting in here now, which is awesome because now I can see, and yeah, it's not going to be so difficult. So I have run power to the barn, just temporary, and I've run air to the barn. So now we're going to air nail everything together, and it should go together pretty darn quickly. So we're going to measure out this bottom plate over here. We got a board that's moving around here. We nail that down with an air nailer when we're down there. Oh yeah, it's nice having that light in here.
We don't talk now. I still look at you the same. Even though we've gone our separate ways, I still think of you. All we had is not in vain, but the memory slowly fades. The long nights that we once had, they'll never be the same. Now if you fall and lose your way, I'll carry you home. Let you rest and ease your pain, and I'll stay with you. I'll stay with you. much that went unsaid, but that's all over now. Not everything was all that bad, and I remember that when you fall and lose your way, I'll carry you home, lay you down and ease your pain, and I'll stay with you. I'll stay with you. Don't forget what you meant to me. Don't forget what I meant to you.
Okay, well, I didn't get as much done today as what I wanted to do, but we've made a lot of progress here. So we've got the rest of the wall framed up. All of that is cool. We've devised a plan for the nesting boxes, which I think is going to work. We put all of the hardware wire on, got rid of the window out of that door, and the hardware wires on there. Well, one of the things I'm going to be working on here is kind of cleaning up these voids too. Anywhere where there's a void, we're going to plywood in those sections and make sure that it's good and secure. Well, either with plywood or with hardware wire, but one of the two, we're gonna get that done. And then we've got a soffit, or not a soffit, excuse me, like a gable end vent that we're going to put at the back of the barn, up in the gable end. So we're going to cut that out, put that in, which I think we'll do from the outside. Additionally, after that's done, I'll put some real wiring in to make sure that it's good to go. And then we're going to put some, not hardware wire, but chicken wire, because we have some extra chicken wire. We're going to put that right up here. I'm going to put a couple more cross members so that we have something to staple to. But we're gonna put the ceiling. We're gonna net it in with chicken wire. I think that's going to work really good. After that point, we'll be able to throw the insulation in the walls and put the OSB up as well, because we've got quite a bit of OSB that we can throw up on the walls. And then we'll turn our attention to the floor. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have to just buy a couple of sheets of plywood and swallow that. I think that it's probably $50 a sheet just for the rough stuff. But once I'm done doing some of these, additions like the OSB on the wall, the insulation or whatever, it might be worth me just putting down a couple of new sheets of plywood just to start from a smooth, not level, but a smooth surface rather than all of these holes that we've got here. So it'll work just fine anyway, either way. So that's this is part 2 of the chicken coop. Hopefully in part 3 we get a little bit further. But I'll tell you, putting up this hardware wire, it was easy, but it was tough. Does that make sense? Like it was, it's easy to do it, easy to cut it and whatever. But man, when you're holding it up there and you need 3 arms. Me and Mrs. A, we were really doing a balancing act there for a little while trying to get this stuff on. But we used the pneumatic stapler, and that was the cat's ass. That was the best tool to use for that. It really did finish up nice. We didn't bother cutting on the horizontal. We just overlapped the hardware wire. And it looks great. It's totally fine. It adds, I guess, another layer of protection if you want to. The hardware wire is way overkill, but it's better than chicken wiring. It's square first of all, and it's small squares, and it will really keep the pests out. So, anywho, we'll see you on the next part. That was it for today. Have a great, wonderful day, and we'll catch up with you on the next video, won't we? Take care, everybody.